Hey everyone, welcome back and happy Tuesday. All right, guys. Well, tonight we have the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I'm not going to lie. It is 10:25 in the morning right now. I am so tired. Jason stayed up last night with food poisoning. I think it was either cheesecake or a salad, but it was like projectile vomiting. I know this is so disgusting from like 1 o'clock in the morning until 5 o'clock in the morning. And then I went to the gym and took the dogs out. And now here we are. But I said, you know what? We're going to keep going. So, with that, I also posted a video yesterday about Sienna, Chef's ex girlfriend, and something happened with the audio. The audio got fucked up, which is so annoying. So, we're about to pop off on here. Smash the like button, show some love, and let's get started. Shall we? I think so. All right. So let's start right here. Thinking a reality blurb. Sienna Evans clapped back at ex Chef Rose's claim that she asked him to buy her a $10 million home. The 26-year-old also revealed what he didn't share in the recent Southern Charm episode and suggested that he villainized her because of his deep-rooted insecurity. Now, after Sienna and Shep planned a cast trip to the Bahamas, her home country, Sienna began to pull away from their relationship, and cracks in their romance became more apparent on the trip when she failed to attend a boat outing with the cast. But in her absence, Shep claimed that Sienna once asked him to buy her a $10 million home in the Bahamas and suggested that he wasn't rich enough for her. On TikTok, a fan wrote to Sienna, "I don't like how Shep said that you asked him for a $10 million home and made you out to sound not so great. Can you please address that?" And Sienna reacted to the video saying, "I have no clue what it is I do that elicits such deep-rooted insecurity in men. Um, Shep and I were on a boat and we passed by a community that my parents used to have a home in, and there's a lot of beautiful homes there. And I said to him, I would love to live there one day. Does that mean I asked him to buy me a $10 million house? No way. He can't afford to buy a $10 million house in that place. So why would I ask him? I'm not an idiot. He's feeling insecure in that episode and he's feeling like, oh my gosh, I'm not good enough for Sienna. I don't deserve her, blah, 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 blah. And I have never said anything or done anything to make him feel like he was not worthy of me as a partner. But according to Sienna, she was very supportive of Shep when he went through a lot of personal issues during their relationship and issues that he dealt with in his life, issues that he dealt with the cast. I was on his side. I never, ever, ever, she's saying ever, judged him for anything. And I never asked him to say that I want to get on the show. He said, "Oh, I think that you could be one of the greats. We could have our own show one day, us in the Bahamas, blah, 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 blah." He was trying to sell reality TV life to me, and I was never interested in being a reality TV star. She said that she's been villainized for deciding that he wasn't the right person for her. And according to the former Miss Bahamas, she chose to film on the cast trip only because she wanted to see her friends in the cast and she felt an obligation to be hospitable. Okay, well, let's just play the clip, shall we? I think we shall. Present Instagram.
I have no clue what it is that I do that elicits such deep-rooted insecurity in men and in people in general, but mostly men. And I have suffered by the hands of insecure men, because this thing, I mean, if we're on a boat and we pass by a community that my parents used to have a home in that community, and there's a lot of beautiful homes there. And I said to him, I would love to live there one day. Does that mean that I asked him to buy me a $10 million house? No way. He cannot afford to buy a $10 million house in that place. So why would I ask him? I'm not an idiot. But I mean, just because he's feeling insecure in that episode and he's feeling like, oh my gosh, I'm not good enough for Sienna, I don't deserve her, blah, blah, blah. I have never said anything or done anything to him to make him feel like he was not worthy of me as a partner. You know, I've only ever been a good friend to him. He went through a lot of personal issues that I was there and I was very supportive of. I mean, extremely supportive of. Issues that he dealt with in his life, issues that he dealt with the cast. I mean, I was on his side, I was his friend. I never ever judged him for anything, like nothing. And I was 100% authentic. And I never asked him to say, "Oh, I want to get on the show," or blah, blah, blah. It was never that situation. I probably was the first person that he's ever met who met him, didn't judge him for his past initially, when we first met at least, and took it at face value. And then I decided that he wasn't the right person for me, and that's what people are allowed to do that. But yet I'm being villainized for it, and I'm being villainized because he's feeling insecure, and that's not my problem. I relationship after relationship, men who are insecure have come out. That ugliness has come out in the form of either hatred towards me or serious self-pity, and it's ugly. You know, it's not something that I deserve, because
I like her.
I've only ever been 100% authentic, 100% authentic, 100% kind. I mean, my kindness is kicking me in the butt now, because the only reason I showed up to film with the group was because I was being kind, is because I was being hospitable, because I wanted to see everyone, I wanted to greet everyone. They'd already come down to the Bahamas, and I felt like I had an obligation. Not just an obligation, but you know, I wanted to hang out with everyone, and I felt like I had an obligation to say hi to them because they're there because of me. You know, so obviously I'm gonna go, and I'm gonna go to dinner, even if I had already come to the decision that, hey, you know, this isn't what I really want, or this isn't what I want my life to be. And now I'm really suffering because, well, not really suffering, but I've never been subject to this much negative attention, and I feel like it's really unwarranted because I didn't ask for it. I didn't sign up for this. I didn't date Shep and say, I want to be on the show X, Y, and Z. He said, "Oh, I think you could be one of the greats. We could have our own."
Well, he did say all of that, but then also on top of that, her text messages came out, and thank you to Kate Riccio.
Now, Shep's kind of sort of girlfriend on Southern Charm posted the conversation that followed this iconic text message. And I guess it kind of seems like she wasn't ghosting him after all. I'm a psychopath, so I took screenshots of the entire thing. So let's read the text together and then we'll make our own conclusions. So basically, Sienna made this TikTok where she was like, "I didn't think I had the text from Shep on my phone, but I just went on my laptop and I still have the text on my laptop." So then she turns the camera to the laptop to show the text with Shep, but obviously I paused here because, like I said, I'm a bit of a psychopath. And as you can see down here, she was texting someone from production. It says Kurt Southern Charm Production. And I'm pretty sure the text says, "Yeah, you're checked in," or "You're locked in," something like that. Now on to the text from Shep. So obviously we've seen this text message way more than we ever wanted to. But what's interesting is that on her laptop, it says that Shep sent it at 7:26 a.m. For some reason, I always thought he sent it at like 2 a.m. Anyways, Sienna responded at 11:02 a.m. and was like, "Hey, I'm a little hungover. I had a walk this morning and I crashed right after." She said, "I understand and hear you totally. I don't expect you to try to explain to me or convince me of anything for 3 days." And then says, "How are you feeling? I still want to show you guys around and see you." Then Shep responds and basically just says, "I said everything I needed to. I'm going to leave my phone in the hotel room. If you want to meet up with us, just text production to have them take you to where we are." Then these texts are basically just them discussing if Sienna's going to come snorkeling or to the fish fry, the question of the century. And honestly, there's really nothing juicy about these text messages, but feel free to pause and read it for yourself. So yeah, I don't really know if these text messages tell us a lot or tell us nothing at all, but I love to read a good receipt as much as I know you guys do, so I thought I'd share.
Okay. All right, Katie. I want to hear what you guys think. Guys, pop off in the comment section. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell, and I think I'm going to go get some sleep.